fortunate to have a director, producer, and the cast with us this evening. We're going to actually ask a few questions, and we may have time for a few Q&A from the audience as well. So please have a seat, and we will get right to it. Director congratulations on this gripping and original film. What inspired you to tell this story?
한국에 원작 웹툰이 있었는데 그 웹툰의 장르가 이제 포스트 아포칼립스물이었고
There's a Korean webtoon digital comics in Korea, and the genre was post-apocalyptic genre.
그 만화의 배경이 되는 곳이 한국에 방금 보신 저는 한국의 아파트였어요.
And the setting of that original work was the Korean apartment.
근데 그 웹툰에서는 아파트가 이제 그냥 배경으로 쓰였는데 저는 이제 그 웹툰을 보면서 이 장소라면은 좀 더 그 아파트의 의미를 담아서 한국의 사회를 지각적으로 보여줄 수 있겠다는 생각이 들었습니다.
So in the webtoon, it was just used as the setting, but I thought that we can put in some more Korean context and we'll be able to show the Korean context and how it relates to the apartment.
Could you explain a little bit what it means for people in Korea to own an apartment?
한국의 아파트라는 게 설명드리자면 되게 복잡한데 한국 전쟁 이후에 뭔가 주거 형태가 지금의 현재의 아파트 주거 형태를 이르기까지가 되게 많은 변화가 있었는데.
So in Korea, it's rather complicated to explain the history of Korean apartments in Korea. So after the Korean War, until how this living space has transformed into the current stage, it's very complicated.
초반에는 국가가 주도해서 저런 주거 형태를 만들었고, 그게 점점 단지화됐고 브랜드화되기 시작했습니다.
So in the beginning, the government has constructed these apartments, and it turned into an apartment complex, and nowadays it's a brand name apartment.
그래서 아파트에 들어간다는 것이 뭔가 중산층이 된다는, 계급이 상승한다는 것을 의미하기도 했고요.
And living in an apartment complex is sort of gives you you're increasing your social status within Korea as well.
그래서 심지어 그 안에서도 그러니까 자기 집인지 아니면 렌탈을 해서 전세로 살고 있는지에 따라서도 또 신분이 나뉘고요.
And also, there's some sort of a social class within the apartment residence that whether you own the apartment or you rent the apartment.
이런 것들을 지금 이 영화에 조금 더 극단적인 상황에 대입해서 표현을 해보고자 했습니다.
So I wanted to show that kind of context within this very extreme situation in the film.
Thank you. This question is for producer Byung. Concrete Utopia has been an incredible success in Korea. It is the country's official submission for the Best International Picture category at the Academy Awards. And it opened at the top of the box office charts in Korea this summer. The film is a commercial box office success, but it is also a social commentary on power and class. In your opinion, why has this film connected so well with Korean audiences?
그 앞에서 설명했던 것처럼 이 아파트라는 공간에 대한 어떤 공감대가 크게 작용했다고 생각을 합니다.
I think as it was the director described it before, I think there's the resonance that people can really identify with apartments.
그리고 굉장히 현실적인 묘사가 있었지만 굉장히 독특한 상상력을 발휘한 영화라서 그런 부분에서 굉장히 이 영화의 특수성이 관객들한테 잘 전달됐다고 생각합니다.
I think it was very specific as it was very, the subject was something that people can identify with, but there's still some kind of uniqueness to this film so that people are able to really understand.
그리고 여러분들도 보셔서 아시겠지만 무엇보다도 그거를 잘 표현해 주신 여기 계신 배우분들이 관객들의 어떤 공감대를 크게 이끌어줘서 많은 사랑을 받았다고 생각합니다.
And of course, these amazing actors here, that they were able to portray these characters, and I think that's why people are able to identify with these characters.
여러분들도 그 제 마지막 의견에 동의하시면 배우분들에게 박수 한번 주세요.
And of course, Lee Byung-hun is not someone who is unknown to this festival. He returns to TIFF with multiple films that have shown here in TIFF before, in Korea and abroad. Has an incredible slate of films that he has achieved. Can you tell us what was about the role of Young-taek that attracted you to this film? And was there a particular scene in the film that you found particularly memorable, and why?
영탁뿐만 아니라 사실 이 안에 나오는 모든 캐릭터들은 굉장히 주변에 있는 흔히 볼 수 있는 그런 상식적인 나쁜 놈들 혹은 좋은 놈들인 것 같아요. 조금 더 나쁘고 조금 더 선할 뿐이지 우리가 늘 주변에서 볼 수 있는 그런 캐릭터들이라는 점이 굉장히 저한테 호감으로 다가왔어요.
What was interesting for me is not only Young-tak, but all these characters in the film are quite the ordinary people. They're not the extreme, the absolute evil or absolute good, but they're all these ordinary people that we can see around us.
그리고 영탁이 자기가 권력을 쥐어가면서 그 권력 때문에 조금씩 점차 변해가는 그런 모습들을 연기하는 것이 가장 저한테는 중요하다고 생각을 했고 또 제가 촬영하면서 아주 재미있게 촬영한 부분이에요.
I think the most interesting part for me was that while the Young-tak started gathering this power, and that power is transforming him into someone else, and I think portraying that character, I think that part was the most interesting part for me.
개인적으로 가장 좋아하는 장면은 노래를 부르면서 과거가 나오고 그리고 다시 영탁으로 비춰지면서 노래가 끝나는 그 시퀀스를 가장 저도 처음에 인상 깊게 봤어요.
I think the most memorable and my favorite scene is where Young-tak started singing, and then it goes back to flashback into his past, and then it comes back to where he's singing again on the stage. I think that was the most memorable sequence for me.
Yes, there's a really, really memorable scene. This question is for Park Seo-jun. The character of Min Sung-wik's an incredible journey over the course of the film. He starts out as a very mild-mannered public servant who transforms into a hardened soldier. How did you prepare to play this role?
일단 모든 작품이든 좀 접근하는 건 시나리오에 나오는 이 인물에 대한 설명을 참고를 해서 시작을 하는데요.
For every project, I make sure to study the script and make sure that I'm prepared to approach the character that I'm about to play.
민성이라는 역할은 이 영화에서 어떻게 보면 가장 평범하고 대부분의 사람들이 아마 이렇게 행동하지 않을까의 표본인 인물이었던 것 같아요.
In many ways, he's probably the most ordinary character amongst all the characters. And I think that when people see his actions, they'll probably see him as the most relatable character.
그래서 그 평범함을 표현하기 위해서 몸무게도 조금 빼고 그리고 뭔가 이 민성이라는 인물은 영화와 행복이 가장 최고로 추구하는 목적이지 않을까 싶어서 영화에게 어떻게 표현할까도 굉장히 고민을 많이 했던 것 같고 변화해 나가면서의 그 심리를 표현하는 것이 가장 중요했던 것 같습니다.
In order to prepare for this role and this ordinary character, I made sure to, first I lost a little bit of weight, but also my main goal, my character's main goal was to live a happy life with his wife, Byung-hun.
Thank you. And a similar question for Park. I wanted to ask a similar question to I know that your character is the moral center of the film. While everything spins out of control, she reminds her husband about what is really at stake, namely our humanity. What was it like for you to prepare for your role and to actually work with both Park Seo-jun and Lee Byung-hun?
영화를 준비하면서 처음부터 끝까지 초반에 가지고 있던 영화의 신념은 끝까지 가져가는 게 중요하다고 생각을 했고요. From beginning to end, Byung-hun's character had morals, the same morals from the beginning to end, and that was the most important thing. 그리고 이제 뒤에 후반부에 병원 선배님이랑 이제 병원 선배님의 실체를 밝히는 그런 씬을 준비를 하는 게 사실 많이 어려웠어요. In the second half of the film, there's a scene where I have to confront Young-tak's character, Byung-hun's character Young-tak, where I reveal his true character, and that was actually very hard for me to prepare. 저한테는 너무 존경하는 선배님이시고 또 워낙 잘 하시는 배우님이시니까 좀 쫄지 않으려고 노력했습니다. He's an actor that I really admire and respect, so I had to work really hard to not be scared. 그래서 감독님께서 병원 선배님 분장하신 사진을 저한테 따로 보내주셔서 한동안 제 핸드폰 바탕화면이 선배님 얼굴이었고요. So the director sent me a photo of actor Byung-hun, and I set that as my wallpaper for the longest time. 그리고 여기도 멸치가 있겠죠, 멸치? 제가 눈을 너무 무서워해서 감독님이 그 사진을 보내주시면서 이 눈은 멸치의 눈이라고 생각합니다. So I had this photo for so long that the director advised me, and I was so scared of Byung-hun's eyes that he advised me to think of him as an anchovy. 그런 에피소드가 있었어요. That's how I prepared for that scene. Dry anchovy.
For Park Seo-jun, as a new actress and a rising star, how did it feel to work with this incredible cast, and what does it feel like now to see yourself in this film and the success that this film has had?
저는 아직까지 스크린에서 제가 나타나면은 되게 떨리고 못 보겠더라고요. 제 목소리도 뭔가 어색하고. 그래서 일단 저에 대해서 중점을 두고 보기보다는 선배님들의 연기로 저를 덮어가려고 지금은 하고 있는 것 같거든요.
So it's still really awkward for me to see myself on screen. My voice sounds really awkward. I still feel very shy. But to see these actors in front of me, I feel very, very brave and thankful.
콘크리트 유토피아 촬영을 하면서 매 현장이 정말 배움이었던 현장이라는 생각이 들었거든요. 그래서 정말 연기에 대해서 배우러 가는, 즐겁게 학교 가는 기분으로 촬영을 했던 것 같습니다.
Every day on set, I felt like I was going to school because there was so much to learn from these incredible actors. So I'm very grateful.
그래서 이렇게 대선배님들과 언제 내가 이 눈빛을 보고 연기를 하겠나 그런 생각이 들어서 이 순간이 정말 값진 현장이었습니다.
Every second was really precious because I was asking myself, what else can I look into these actors' eyes? So I really cherish these moments.
I think I can take a couple of questions. So if there's a question, a hand right there, please. Yes.
I want to ask two questions, may I?
One question.
I really like the ending part to show the human being's redemption. That lie, the website, they are just ordinary people. It's really moving. Yeah. But I'm just really wonder about the character's transition from beginning to ending. Especially, I'm very impressed about leaving homes alone and ending your story is like live in your original house, room 902. Is it? Is it in 902?
So the final question is in terms.
Character's transition, because I'm really wondering what the Livington thinking when he lies on the floor of his real room.
So is the question for Lee Byung-hun's character, what is the character's final...
character's transition. So from beginning, I know he...
Yes. So where is his character psychologically at the end of the film?
Yes, like character transition. Did he regret when he looks to his family photo? What he is thinking about?
Yeah. So what is your character thinking about at the end of the film?
I want to know from beginning to ending. So what's the character transition?
Yes. We can't do the whole arc today, so we'll just hear what he thinks his character finally comes to in terms of your sense of who you are or where you are at the end of the film.
이 캐릭터는 처음에 약간 어벙한 느낌처럼 처음에 이제 나타나고 순식간에 불을 끄고 점점 마치 권력을 가지면서 욕심이 생기는 것 같이 보이지만 사실은 처음 등장했을 때 이미 정신이 거의 나간 상태이기 때문에 그런 식으로 연기를 했어요. 왜냐하면 자기가 바로
I think the character sort of started as he's sort of an absent-minded and articulate, and then after he puts out the fire, he looks like a character who's building his power, and he's just sort of expressing that way. But in the beginning already, he was already kind of becoming insane in its own way.
왜냐하면 바로 사람을 살인을 하고 난 직후의 상황이고 그렇기 때문에 이미 뭐 살아있는 것이 아무 의미가 없는 정도의 그런 어떤 패닉 상태에서 불난 집을 보고서 갑작스럽게 내려가는 건 저는 약간 반사적인 그런 어떤 집에 대한 집착이 있는 내 집에 대한 집착이 있는 사람으로서 반사적인 어떤 행동, 자기도 모르게 나오는 그런 행동이라고 저는 판단하고 불길에 뛰어들었다고 생각을 해요.
So he has just murdered somebody, so he was probably almost out of his mind. He probably didn't think that there's any meaning to continue to live. And when he saw the fire and he was trying to put out the fire, I think it was more of a reaction than there's any reason behind it. And that reaction comes from his obsession with the house.
그리고 이 영탁이 대변하는 것은 우리가 한국이라는 곳에서 내 집 마련이라는 것이 얼마나 모든 가장들의 가장 중요한 목표이고 또 내 가족을 위해서는 어떻게든 내 가족들을 먹여 살리고 하는 것이 한국 가장들의 어떻게 생각하면 약간 이 영탁의 경우에는 좀 굉장히 심한 케이스지만 그런 어떤 생각만으로 사는 사람이고 마지막에 자기 눈에 비친 그 가족의 모습은 여러 가지 감정을 불러일으키는 장면이 아닐까 싶어요.
In Korea, for the head of the household, it's their dream, it's their goals to able to buy these houses for their family, and then they would do anything for their family. And in Youngchak's case, I guess it was more in an extreme case, but he had the same thought, like he wanted to provide for his family and he wanted to buy the house. But at the end, I guess when he was looking at the picture of his family, there were probably just mixed feelings coming from it.
Did it
answer the question?
You can put the question in there with the black t-shirt waving your arms, yes. And who is that question for? So I'm going to ask Park Seo-jun, because it might be, I know, his first time at TIFF. What is your first impression of Toronto and the film festival and visiting here?
시차 때문에 굉장히 힘듭니다.
I'm having a hard time because of the time difference.
농담이고요. 이렇게 큰 필름 페스티벌을 처음 와봐서 굉장히 설레는 마음으로 오게 됐고, 또 이렇게 큰 극장에서 영화를 보니까 또 기분도 매우 남다르고, 또 이렇게 많은 관객분들과 이렇게 마주할 수 있다는 것 자체가 굉장히 영광이고 신비한 경험인 것 같습니다.
I think it's just amazing I'm able to participate in, it's probably the biggest film festival that I've ever been to, and being able to watch this film with the audience in such a big theater, that is also a new experience as well.
콘크리트 유토피아 많이 사랑해주세요.
Please enjoy 콘크리트 Utopia. I'm going to take another question. I'm going to take one in the back there. Yes. Yes, you. Yes.
Are you asking everybody? Or?
I think we don't have time for everybody, so why don't we ask the director? Yes. Which character in the film did you most relate to, and why?
조금씩 제가 쓴 거니까 제 어떤 부분들이 다 나눠져서 들어가 있다고 생각하는데요.
I wrote the script, so there's a little bit of me in all these different characters.
저라면 근데 저런 상황이 되기 전에 빨리 이 세상을 떠나는데.
My goal is to leave this world before this kind of disaster happens.
We will have to wrap up now. Unfortunately, I'm getting a sign, but a huge round of applause.